Hey everybody, today we're going to be looking at Kachina, a game of Hopi Spirit Strategy by Scott Caputo. Okay, so it's a very simple game. All you do is, from your hand of 5 tiles, you play a tile, and then you draw a tile, or then you get score points, and then you draw a tile if able. If you're not able to draw a tile, then you just keep on playing the game until there's no more tiles left in the whole entire game. Okay, so good use of understanding some strategy here. There's 6 of the chief tiles, and I guess only 8 of all the other tiles. So you're going to be playing through all the tiles in the game, so it's good to know the makeup of those. The chiefs have 8 strength. The hummingbirds only have 2 strength, but they all have special abilities except for the sun, and the chief actually don't have special powers. But all the other ones have different ways. Koshari actually only has a 1, but really Koshari make others reduce their power down to only a power of 0, making the Koshari often score the row or column or both when they are played. And then the ogres, nothing else can be played next to them. The eagles can be played on top of cards, or on top of tiles. Hummingbirds, they dominate that row or column if they are on the other side, if the whole row is sandwiched by hummingbirds. And then the wolf gets multiple, so a wolf is worth 8 points if there's 2 wolves in the row or 2 in the column, or 12 points, and I say points at 12 strength, or 8 strength, making them be able to get points for that column or row if they dominate. And then the warriors, good strategy with those guys is play them at the very end of the game, because when you play a warrior, you take a tile. Alright, and they have like lots of little caveats. Like I said, the ogre cannot be, nothing being played next to an ogre, okay, but it says an eagle could be played on top of an ogre, okay, as long as it's not next to another ogre. And the warrior can take an ogre, but it can't be taking a tile next to an ogre, because that'd be placing a warrior next to an ogre. So they have lots of caveats that make this thing a little bit huge, or rules intensive things, rules dense, but it's really not. It's a really simple game. And so here's how a round would kind of work. So the first player, and the game actually used to have these little pieces, but I have since lost all of mine. So for the green player and the red player, we will just say green player, they do start with 1 point if they're the first one to place out a tile. That's just how the rules work. So we'll make it really difficult to, we'll put a hummingbird right here. So put a hummingbird and then get 1 point. Red, now red's turn, they place right here with a sun. They score this column, or this row we'll say, and they score 2 points. Okay, that's a row. If they hadn't been able to score, they wouldn't score points. Each of them would have drawn back up on the end of their turns. I think that's good practice for games to draw at the end of their turns. Green player now, if they played a sun out here, they don't dominate, because their tile that they placed doesn't have a higher strength than all other tiles out there, so they're going to place it right here so that they can score 2 points. Alright, you kind of get it. That's just really how the game is played. And we'll just keep on playing some more things. So maybe this person puts an eagle right here, or right there, and they score 2 more points. Okay. And they draw up, and then this guy right here says, well, I would like to take this sun, and so I'm going to place a warrior, even though good strategy is to leave the warriors till the end of the game, especially to take some of the chiefs that have been laid out there, or wolves. The warrior's going to take it right there and score 2 points, because 3 beats a 2, and now they have a sun to work with for the next round. Red's turn. Red is going to say, well, it would be nice to win in this area, and I'll get 3 points. But wait, what would be even better than scoring 3 points? Here, I'll just zoom in a little bit for you. Even better than that, moving it here scores 4 points, because 7 beats a 3 and 7 beats a 5. So they score for that row and that column, getting a total of 4 points. So that's our first 1, 2, 3, 4 big strategic move so far. Keep in mind, these are hands of cards, so they can't see what's in each other's hands. So you kind of have a lot of reading the other players is useful in the game of Kachina. This person's going to place out a wolf. He says, I already have a wolf. Might as well get 3 points from here. And with that, we are tied up. Then red is going to say, well, one good turn deserves another. Actually, I'd like a wolf. Let's do this. I'll cover that wolf up, and I'll get a whole bunch of points with that. That'll be 3 points for red. 1, 2, 3. And then if this guy had an 8, he could place it right here and score a bunch of points. He sees that somebody could potentially score 2 plus 3 points right there, so he says, I don't want that to happen. Because you see, if a chief had been placed here, that would be, oh no. So he doesn't want that to happen. He's going to place an ogre right here. Now, nothing can be placed next to an ogre, but he wins for this area, so green at least scores 2 points, stopping a potential bad thing from happening from red player. Now, red player is going to say, well, I have a hummingbird, so I'd like to score 4, because if a hummingbird is sandwiching a whole row or a whole column, that's the tile that actually dominates. So 1, 2, 3, 4, without any exceptions. 1, 2, 3, 4. So there we go. Red is winning this game so far. And they have a lot of warriors and chiefs, so red's just lucky. Red's just doing a lot better. Luck-wise, as soon as he starts playing those chiefs, those warriors are going to come out and try to steal those chiefs. And now, it was smart to place the eagle on that wolf, because now he can't use this wolf to get even more goodness from that. But he could place out an ogre right here to score 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 points. Okay, so putting him right at 15. And the red player can say, well, I want to score even more points. Can't put anything next to these ogres, but what I could do is I could place this chief right here and get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 points, scoring for that one. And then next turn maybe I'll take my chief back with a warrior. Nope, not going to happen, because this player says, nope, I want that one. I'm going to take your chief. I'm not going to score any points though, because I'm not dominating in that column. Then this red player says, okay, you don't want to score points, I understand. Then he's going to place the, maybe he's going to place the chief right here and score 3 points. 1, 2, 3. Okay, and then this player is going to say, I could place a sun on this side. I can't place it next to the ogre, but I could place a sun on this side, and that would be good. Get me 3 points. 1, 2, 3. Oops. And then from there, this person, red, plays a hummingbird, getting 4 points. 1, 2, 3, 4. I'm trying to show off the wolf strategy or the koshari. There's only 6 koshari, and there's only 6 chiefs, actually. I said there were only 6 chiefs and everything else was 8, but I was wrong. We have not drawn a koshari yet, so we'll draw one though. This game plays pretty fast, so scored the 4 points for red's play. Score the 3 points for this play. Actually, we may have forgotten to score the 4 points for red. Well, let's say we didn't forget, because red's just way too far ahead for the sake of this. So we will start a new column, let's say. Okay, so we'll place a wolf right there. And wolf is just 4 by itself, so it's 2 points right there. And red player is going to say, well, I am going to place this koshari that any tile adjacent to koshari has its value reduced to 0. Okay, so I'm going to place a koshari right here, and that's going to score me 4 points, because this hummingbird's a 0, and this sun is a 0, and I'm a 1, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Koshari, excellent move with the koshari. Then this wolf gets played here, but the thing is this wolf is only 4 for this column, but 8 for this row, so placing this wolf does score 3 points. 1, 2, 3. helping out green player get a little bit closer. So with that, I have gone over wolves, I've gone over koshari, I've gone over ogres, eagles, hummingbirds, warriors. Just to note, you could place an eagle, you know, just out somewhere else, but it's so cool to place them on top of tiles. And with that, the wolves are kind of interesting. Yeah, new wolf tiles can dominate in a row or column with other wolves. They do not tie with previously played wolves. Check the wolves in the rows and columns separately. So a lone wolf in a row is worth 4, even if there are more wolves in that column. So they only work with their own area, right? Now, if you do place, like if say there was, you know, a wolf in this area, and then you place a wolf right here next to this koshari, that wolf is still negated to 0. The koshari rule takes effect after all other effects happen. Alright, so that is the whole game. You would just continue to draw, pretend like this draw pile was over, and we played the whole game, and they're still playing stuff, so maybe a sheep gets played here scoring no points because you know, this wolf is worth an 8 and this sheep is worth an 8, so they tie, and then this person can't draw because they only have 4, okay? And then this person, they have, let's say they have their 5 tiles. They decide to place a warrior to steal this ogre so that they can do something, or maybe they place a warrior so they can steal this chief that the person played. Okay, that means they're at 5 tiles. This person's only at 4. Okay, so maybe they place this one out here, scoring 2 points. Okay, and then this person places a wolf right here, scoring 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 whole points. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They're doing great. This guy places a chief right here to score 3 points. 1, 2, 3. This person steals the chief. Okay. You see now this person's done 2 warriors towards the end of the game, so they have 4 pieces, whereas this player only has 2. They're going to play out all the rest of theirs, and this person's going to still have 2 extra moves to end the game with. So once all tiles have played, even ones in player's hand, that is the actual end of the game. You check how many points everybody is at, and that is how you play the game Kachina. I really enjoy it. I think it's pretty simple once you understand this dense rules of the different tiles. It's a lot of fun. I would recommend you try it.